Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Charlotte Outdoors podcast. This is your host, Terror the Magi, who I have with me right here. Another artist out here doing his thing, going to events, popping off out here. Everyone loves him. This is Travy Tantino. Say hi, Travy Tantino.
How everybody doing? Let me give me a round of applause for myself one time. Travy Tantino, I'm doing good. First of all, before we start, how you doing? You doing all right?
I'm doing great today.
I like to check in with black men. You know what I'm saying? Just making sure we all good together.
I feel you. I feel you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, because I'm glad having you on here. I'm really tapped in with a lot of the artists out here, so nice speaking to another one out here doing their thing.
Okay.
So yeah, man, shoot. I know that you've been doing a lot of projects out here. I've seen a lot of your songs, your art style, not just your like actual rapping style, but like your imagery that you choose for your artist image. When you're talking about like what your inspiration is, how do you think that you get your inspiration, if I'm being honest, like for the way that you rap and everything?
I think it just come from not actually knowing no personal limits. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I be out here like doing no crazy stuff or nothing like that. I just feel like I've never been in a situation where I was limited because I didn't have nobody to put limits on me. You know what I'm saying? I talk a lot about how I was adopted as a kid. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really have like parents to keep me a certain way, you know what I'm saying, or steer me a certain way, or raise me to be, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. So I was pretty much grew into whoever I wanted to be, you know what I mean, and was doing whatever I wanted to do. Like I remember at one point, I was told to stop watching cartoons because that was something for kids. I wish somebody would come tell me that, hey, you know what I'm saying, even when I was 16, I mean, my bowl of cereal, watching cartoons, or ain't no matter what girl I had over there, this, that, the third, and I never felt like judged about it. I didn't feel no shame about it or nothing like that. So I try to do that with my art and stuff. I try to let that show out. I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to make sure that I'm leaving a unique stamp. Like even with my album, like Travy Universe, I got like Steven Universe. It's like a big show to me. Like I like watching that show. You know what I'm saying? So I put a lot of inspiration from that in there. I don't think nobody's done that yet, but just little stuff like that'll make me unique going down the line.
I love the fact that you keep that like that childlike not like the childlike energy, not like in a negative way, but like in a way of like the creativity that comes from that. And like when you were saying like I don't know, I feel like I've heard that before, being like adopted, my bad.
Pretty much abducted.
And like still like that, you being able to see like the positive that come from that. Not to disregard the negatives that could have come from that too, but like I've seen that. Like there's another guy who trades stocks, and like he was talking about like how he was adopted and everything, and like this man, just the way that his mind worked when he was like, no, I'm gonna start trading stocks, and his man just kept on making more and more money. I'm like, I would have never thought about doing it that way. I had that mindset about it, but we have a different upbringing that does affect the way that you look at the world and everything, and I'm glad I'm happy that you're able to like put that into your music, because that does like it's happy to show that. I feel like art is like supposed to be there for you to like turn that stuff that happens in your life into something more beautiful, or whatever way you want to spin it.
Yeah, and I really feel like people use this term a lot, but being like the main character, I feel like everybody's the main character in their own personal like movie. You know what I'm saying? So like, don't let anybody tell you how to be or what to be or how to do anything, because at the end of the day, you the one living out this movie. We watching you do whatever you're doing. So I just try to stick to being me and doing what I do, and it's been working for me so far. People like the image, people like the energy, people like the art that I put out there, and I'm having fun. I'm only been a year in, but I'm having fun with it. We about 2 years in now, maybe, right? Maybe 2.
Yeah,
and I'm having fun with it.
About 2 years, and it really don't take that long to really like. If you know what you're doing, I feel like it doesn't really. Well, you don't even have to know what you're doing. You just have to have the right energy, and you start popping off. If I'm being honest,
and being consistent.
I have a question about your album that you put out. What is it called again? It's called Shottsbury?
No, okay, so the song that ended up getting me where I'm at is called Shottsbury Shuffle. The Shottsbury is a derivative of Salisbury, and that's where I'm from. But that's on a joint project I did on my like debut. This is me. I'm about to start making music. I did a collab project with my partner, and every song pretty much on there was just me and him. You know what I'm saying? And then there was a couple tracks on there would just be by myself. Even Shottsbury Shuffle, I almost made that song by myself. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up going for the collab instead. But and like I said, that song took on a life of its own whenever I dropped it. And then the energy behind it whenever we was performing it gave it a little drive, which also gave me content for social media. And social media grab onto whatever looks legit. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to say you rap. It's another thing to be somewhere rapping and people like thoroughly enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? That looks like, oh, I missed out on something. And that started piquing people's interest. And then like they started asking me when you gonna put out your own album, we like the collab thing, but we want to hear what you do now. Since you rap, we like a song that you made, so let's see what you do now. The Travy Universe was created from that. Yeah. I probably dropped that shortly, like 2 months maybe after I dropped the first collab project, and then from there, I think people realized, okay, maybe he can make worthy music. You know what I'm saying? It's not just this one little one-off, and then people started investing into what I got going on and stuff like that from there. And there's even a song called, I don't mean to talk too much, but there's a song called Mr. Freeze from there. And it's one of last time I checked, it was like my #1 song on Spotify.
Oh, wow.
And it was a song that I almost didn't make the album. I had a guy tell me last minute, like, bro, put that song on there. And I'm like, I don't want people to see me in that light. Yeah, that's kind of soft, a little emotional. And he was like, bro, put that song on there. And now I would have regretted not putting that song on there because it drew me a whole lot more attention. Because like I said, one song is cool. 2 songs mean, okay, you can do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and here we are. Got me here today.
Yeah, man, shoot. Like, it's funny how, like, that happens whenever you don't know, you really don't be knowing, like, what your music is going to do in the public eye. You know how you feel about your music, and that's all it is. And that's why it's good to have some good people around you who can, like, tell you that stuff. And, I mean, even if you like the people who told you that stuff, you still don't know because the crowd that's going to be watching you, like, perform it and listen to it, all that stuff, they're going to be different than the people who are around you. But, like, it's kind of, like, just funny how the universe works in that way. And, yes, that's cool how that works out. I was going to ask you, like, whenever I listen to you talk about your journey and everything, I just think, like, dang, like, you had such a unique journey. And I'm thinking, like, how do you get to this point? And, like, where is it going to go from here? Did you ever have the goal to kind of, like, get to this point from the beginning, or you just kind of was just messing around and it just happened?
If I'm being honest, I was messing around. I had made like a post or whatever on one of my social medias, and I was like, hey, I'm about to drop a song, because they was just talking about everybody always rapping, and I was like, I'm about to drop a song. And then when I made that post, a lot of people genuinely was like, hey, you know what, if you made a song, I might listen to it, because you done, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of popular where I'm from, but they was like, you done been around and done a lot of stuff, I might have a unique take. And they did. As soon as I dropped it, people actually was like, let me go check this out. You know what I mean? And then I was getting feedback from, like, everybody. I remember I dropped that Travy Universe album, man. I went to the beach with my homeboy right here, actually. And we sat at the beach, like, for, like, 3 days, maybe 4 days we were there. And that was right after I dropped the album. So I wasn't around nobody. I wasn't there to hear the noise, this, and the third. So if you was going to tell me about my album, you had to call me. And catch me, like, while I'm not on the beach and doing this, that, and the third. But they did. If I had people calling me, bro, I just checked this song out or that song out, bro. This song right here, I really like this, bro. Wait, hold on, bro. You might really be able to, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Having people, and I enjoyed it. I was so nervous. But I like to tell creatives, you'd be surprised if you committed to what you're doing and you really, really enjoy it, bro. I don't care if it's a picture you were painting. If you really enjoy that picture that you painted, you can get 10 more people to like it too in your surrounding area. You can get 10 more people to like it. If you can get 10 people to like it in your surrounding area, you don't know how many people you can get to like that one painting. I said I didn't believe in Mr. Freeze, but everybody else did. It ended up being a lead single for my album, and that was definitely not the one I picked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just be surprised. Commit to your art. People will like it. If you like it, people will like it. That's
a fact. That's a quote right there. Have you always been like a musical type of person, or were you like just kind of like, you know what, today I like listening to music and I want to try it?
No, I've been knee deep in music for since I was born. It was a time where I remember I couldn't even listen to hip hop music, so I had to learn to like other music first. You see what I mean?
Yeah,
I was listening to whatever my mom or my dad was. My dad, I tell you this all the time. My mama bougie, my daddy from the hood. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm with my mom, we listen to gospel music, this, that, the third. She don't want to hear nothing about no Sexy Red. You know what I'm saying? I probably can't play that in her car now, and I'm grown. But my dad, you know, he listen to. I could watch BET or Cut with him. You see what I'm saying? As long as my mama ain't catching. Sorry, mama, we was definitely watching Tip Drill.
Yeah.
But like I said, so I've been in music, and then like when I was young in school, I remember I was playing on an instrument. I did chorus 1 and 2. I did band for a little bit, and I did chorus, like 2 chorus classes while I was there, and I was actually pretty good in chorus as far as like carrying a note, and that kind of shows in some of my music too, because I like to opt to be a little melodic every now and then. To try to get away from the rough and gruff stuff, because a lot of my fan base are females and they don't always want to hear it. That's what I've been told. So I'm trying to kind of find a good little middle ground for that.
Yeah.
Because like I said, the dudes do like the rough and tough stuff. So, but either way, like I said, I've been, like I said, the instruments, the chorus 1 and 2, and then after that I have friends that do music. I got a couple of people. I don't want to get the name of too many names. I told them I wouldn't do that, but I know a couple of people that make music. And then the whole time I was around while they was doing that and going up and going viral and doing all that stuff, and I just was just like, that's y'all thing.
Yeah.
And then so one day, like I said, I just decided, hey, let me give it a go. Let me see if I can talk about it. And I played around with it. And then, like I said, Shottsbury Shuffle was like the third song I ever wrote. And that song went up. So what reason I got to stop now? If I got one of the early ones to go, I can get another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we've been on the road ever since. It has been a crazy ride. Like from the celebrities, the shows being booked out of town. It's been a crazy ride ever since. I didn't even plan on being a rapper. I remember watching the streams on my song go crazy, right? And I was like, people really listening to my music like on a regular basis. People showing me like I'm riding down the highway listening to your stuff, this, that, and the third. And it was like, dang, am I really about to be a rapper? And then I remember getting paid for my first show, and I remember hitting me in my head like somebody really just sent me a deposit to come sing one of my songs on their stage. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's different.
And I really got to be there. And then I was like, dang, we got to travel all the way out of state for this. This is crazy. And then when I got there, bro, it was better than performing in my hometown. And I'm like, hey, y'all know me here. I ain't never ever been here. I've never been. It was just a different experience. I loved it, man. And I've been loving it ever since. It's been a fun journey.
So what's been like your favorite song to like what song has brought you the most joy? I guess from like creating it to the promotion and like probably even like the performing. Like, you know, can you like name one of those?
Okay, so Shottsbury Shuffle was fun, and a lot of people like to assume that maybe Shaq has to break through one, but I swear that's not my favorite song. It wasn't my favorite song when I made it, but I was like having fun with it. I was like, it's a fun song. I'm gonna put it out. People got fun. But the song that I enjoyed making was Where the Freaks At, man. I had so much fun. Megatron, one of those two songs. I had so much fun making those songs. I was in my bag. I was like, I'm not doing beats that anybody that I'm trying to collab with might be okay with. I'm doing like the beats that I like. I want to do this, that, and the third, and I felt good about it. And it showed in the studio, and it showed in the song. Because like I said, Mr. Freeze was the #1 song, but those two songs that I cared so much about putting the energy into, writing it, performing it in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Those songs. Now I perform Where the Freaks At every show. I don't want to not perform it because it just I might be the first thing I run out on the stage to because it's getting the crowd hyped. They want to hear it. It's just a quick. Get them on my side real quick, you know what I mean? Even if they don't know me. So, like, Where the Freaks At or Megatron is definitely one of those songs that's near and dear to me. And then maybe one of the slower was like Black Sheep. I like that one too.
And like whenever I hear you talk about like your music and stuff, it seems like for one you already have like the whole getting people to like your stuff like down pat. I don't know if it's like natural or what.
Oh yeah, like, that's probably a natural thing. I'm a people person naturally.
What do you think about you like makes your people like want to like hear more from you?
I think it's really the boldness of it. You know what I mean? I'm real bold, and I said this in another interview not too long ago. Being bold makes you that much more interesting than the next person because everybody not just bold. You might if you go to Walmart right now and yell out Marco, everybody in there not gonna yell out Polo. But somebody will. Somebody on the other side of Walmart might play around and yell Polo just because they bold. You know what I'm saying? And if you that person in the room, you gonna draw the attention. And I've been that person my whole life, so I didn't think for a second that if I put the music out, wouldn't nobody listen to it. I was more worried about everybody listening to it and trashing me, and I got 1,000 people trashing my music because like I said, people do know me, so they might be like, "Trav, put out that whack ass." I'm sorry, but Trav put out that whack song. We ain't going. I thought it was gonna be that, but I thought people would listen to it and check it out, but I definitely wasn't expecting for people to love it and carry it and run with it. Like I was able to just post and just the little clips of it. It's that and third. People ready to share. People ready to. I ain't never had that much engagement. I ain't never had so much engagement on my social media. So like I said, I'm enjoying the trip right now. I'm not making a bunch of money. But enough for me to recognize, like, hey, I'm making some music off of it. It's like, bad. If I can pay a bill or two, then that's more than a yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it going. I was gonna say this too. Like you're talking about all like a lot of the good like moments and stuff. Has there been any like maybe negative or maybe just learning experiences that you had from like this whole journey of your music career?
I like to say this too. This the camera we in. I like to say this too. There's definitely a lot of bad moments. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be things that hold you back. It's gonna be people you love, people that you did to. It's gonna be just random people sometimes trying to get over on you or this, that, and the third. Like you don't want to attach your name to everybody in every event, but you also don't want to not be being out there. You know what I'm saying? Putting your face out there. You want to be active, but you definitely want to be aware of like who's checking for weight. There's been events where the music industry very much a little pay to play after getting off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Even with the little bit of clout that I got, I still run into pay to play situations, which is okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not above that. I learned that's what it is, and that's what you're gonna have to be okay with. You know what I mean? If you're gonna make it, I'm sure now that I've talked to people, artists that's way much bigger than me, I found out that some of them still, you know what I'm saying, having to invest in their motion to keep the motion going. Let me just say it like that. Investing in your own motion to keep your motion going, you're going to have to do that. And I had to learn that. That was a dark time for me because I was going like, man, I'm getting all these views. I'm getting all these shares and this, that, and the third. I can share their posts right now to their club and people going to pull up there just because I said I'm there. I'm thinking like that. But like I said, I'm brand new. I never knew. I had somebody sit me down and being like, sometimes you're going to have to be humble and take the little opportunities you can get because people not used to you yet. You still brand new. So it don't matter about your little views and this, that, and the third. But then, like I said, once I calmed down and started focusing on what I needed to be on, I needed to be making sure I got people coming to these shows and this, that, and the third. And I came up with various strategies for that. Sometimes I even bus people to my shows. You see what I'm saying? You want to go. I got this bus. I can put all y'all in the bus. I can ride with me. That's a unique experience. I might get on there, get smoking, this, that, and the third. We're going to laugh. We're going to giggle. We're going to talk about the music or whatever. We can go to the show and have a good time. They got to go. I take them back to the drop point, and people appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I went the extra mile to make sure you was at my show, and people appreciate that. But some of the dark times, man, it's just like I said. It's more like if you get if it starts working for you, bright lights cast shadows. You see what I'm saying? If it start working for you, bright lights cast shadows, and anybody that's not okay with realizing that you trying to do what you trying to do, eventually you're gonna have to separate yourself from that energy. Even though, like I said, it might be somebody close to you, it might be somebody that you just met, or somebody that you might need, you know what I'm saying? And you can't really be around them. You just gonna have to. It do get dark, you get lonely sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hard critic on myself. Sometimes I get off stage, I might have done a great job, but I'm still worried about that one time I had a little slip and people didn't hear it, or I might have slipped and went by it, or I might have messed the word up. It's just some dark times, man, and being unsure, uncertain. It's not making me a bunch of money right now, so it's kind of like, is it worth my time? Should I be worried about doing something else? It get dark being an artist sometimes, but I think that's part of the game. Because like I said, when you win, it feels so good when I'm on that crowd. Like I said, when I'm performing and everybody on my side and cheering and singing my songs, there's no better high in the world that I've ever experienced. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they pay off, but it do get dark, man. You just got to stick with it, man, because them dark times is definitely bad.
No, I feel you. I mean, I do my own art. I feel that same exact way sometimes because, like, you know, like there's no, especially out in Charlotte, I feel like there's only a few artists out here who have made it big. So like you trying to like, you basically have to almost make your own blueprint every single time. And I was going to talk about like your creativity, it seems that has already been showing, not even just like in the music itself, but like your way of navigating the music scene out here.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel like I picked a unique road for that. Like I said, I worked at the club for a year and a half. I never worked at the club before in my life, but I was thinking, what would be the easiest way for me to get around the people I need to be around? I'm not from Charlotte, but I know that this is a bigger city than where I'm from, and I know that I'm bound to like doing a big show here is better. Like the show here would be much bigger than what it would be at South.
Yeah.
Unless you are like somebody from the city and everybody love you, then you might can have a big show there. But it's not just something people can do. People do big shows here in Charlotte all the time. And like I said, I got artists coming through here, producers, just anything in the entertainment industry. I feel like Charlotte is a little hub for that from where I'm from. This would be the hub that's drawn to me. So what I did was, like I said, I found a club. I found a guy that was working in the club. He was running like the lights. So he had me doing like visual and audio, making sure the lights is good, making sure the sound was good, helping out the DJ. But that right there put me beside the DJs every night. Shout out to some of my DJ homies, DJ Trap. He's a tour DJ for Moneybag now. Shout out Sud. You know, he run around. He DJ for 2 Chainz and a bunch of other guys, man. Shout out some of the like Jayhawk and Wonder and Nick Lake and all of them. Yeah. So like I say, I've been around these guys every night for a little while, for a stretch there. So, but it was able to get, you know what I'm saying? Okay, this is who you are. And then I never bothered anybody about what I had going on. You know what I mean? It was just like, okay, you make music. I never asked nobody for no favors. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking nobody to play my music, this, that, and third, boom, 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 boom. But being around them and putting that time in with them, you know what I'm saying? We getting money together technically, so they like boom, 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 boom. And if we end up being casual and cordial, I stopped having to ask to get my music played in the club. They started seeing like, oh, wait, I was on your Instagram, you had a show. I'm like, oh, yeah, I did have a show out there. They looking at me like, why you ain't say so? I was like, bro, because I don't want to overstep my boundaries, you know what I mean? So I don't want to ask somebody for the favor. But like I said, showing some genuine love and giving back to people sometimes, that'll help you out way more. Many times I can help carry some of their, you know, equipment out to their car instead of just for the love, you know what I'm saying? We about to leave at 2 o'clock, you need some help, boom. But that ended up paying off in the long run. So now I'm like, like I said, shout out Luck, shout out DJ Khaled and all of them. Man, they show us so much love, but they'll play one of my songs. Even if I'm not there, they'll send me a quick little review. I let your song out today. They go to crowd reacting this, that, and the third. And they show love, man. And this bit, like I said, met so many celebrities. 420 hours with Lil Wayne when he was here on concert.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, man, it was like crazy.
The Lil Wayne?
The Lil Wayne. It was the craziest thing I ever met. He was maybe as close as me to him. The 420. I ain't gonna say what he was doing. You obviously know what he was doing the whole time, but he was right there, man. Just the whole time. But I'm like, man, that's crazy. My music video, I work at the club, you know what I'm saying? So I made sure my little music video was playing while he was right there watching it. He was watching City Girls, I think, or something. I don't know who video it was, but I made sure that next one that played was mine. And he sat there, we told him, smoking, watched the video. I had like a few brief words with him because he was in the DJ booth. He didn't perform or anything like that, but he was like just standing there. But it's not just him; it's a whole bunch of people. Like I've met quite a few celebrities at this point. It's a long list, and when I tell people about it, like when I go back home, they be like, "You ain't me so and so." I'm like, bro, these people be coming to these clubs all the time. They usually they end up in the DJ booth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, or in a section right beside the DJ booth or something like that. They be right there.
I think it's crazy because like. I think people forget how big Charlotte is becoming and how much it's growing and everything. So, like, these, Drake just put out that song, 8 a.m. in Charlotte. Like, these people, they know Charlotte is something that's, like, a scene for them to be a part of in some way. There's, like, just popping out there just on some regular stuff, having shows out there. And I think Travis Scott just recently did a show on his sold-out show tour. And I was like, yeah, like, it's crazy how big it's growing. Like, there's more opportunities for, like, artists on the lower scale to meet these people and also just grow their own community, grow their own selves as well. As like you being out here, a part of the music career, like community out here, what has been like the best like part of it? You feel? The
best part of it is actually seeing that there are like I said, I never planned on making music before, so I've never been like a creative. Except I used to stream for a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. But that's about as close as I got. You know what I mean? But after I started making music, I never was around people that were wanting to put an event together. You see what I'm saying? Hey, I'm trying to do this, that, and the third. You think we could, like, people actually sitting down, planning, and trying to organize an event and being a part of those spaces and being a part of, like, helping, like I said, like, getting tickets sold or helping, like, visually with what things might look like or what I might need or this, that, that. It's just nice to be around a bunch of creative minds whose ultimate goal is to complete this project and get it done. And I didn't like go off to like college and stuff like that to be able to hang around people where something like that might have been mandatory. A lot of the guys where I'm from, we all kind of doing our own things. We get money for sure, but like now we more together than what we were. But we never been like we gonna do something together and see how it look. But other than like throwing parties, but that I guess that kind of helped me too in the long run. Throwing parties like that probably gave me a little experience on how to organize and get things going and prepared by a certain day. But yeah, the best thing about being in Charlotte is just being the creatives, man, and being able to actually tap in with these people. Shout out to Darius. He owns a clothing brand named Daisy Blue. I don't know if you heard of them. He got really popular here. He just moved out to LA. He got a shop on Melrose now. And he was right here from Charlotte. But before he left, he threw a going away concert or whatever. And he had Uno, the activist, Lil Keed, and Tia Kareem. Lil Keed died the day before he was supposed to be at this show. So he didn't make it. I remember them calling us that morning like, hey, I don't know if y'all heard the news, but Lil Keed died yesterday or whatever. So we ended up having to move a bunch of stuff around, but we ended up doing the show, and it was still pretty amazing. But to be able to, because I knew him, or met him through I was able to be on this concert, be a part of it. I was able to meet these people. And then Tia Kareem, she shot the Freaky T music video at Winston-Salem. I was there to be there, part of the video shoot for that, this, that, and the third. And she ended up bringing Duke Deuce to the first Freaky T's video shoot. I know she got the remix with Lotto now, but yeah, man. So like I said, just knowing some of the great people and being able to put me in a lot of spaces with people I've never would have met. I probably never ever would have met. And my life has changed a whole lot. And Charlotte has been a big part of that, to be honest. And I've met some of the bigger label heads and stuff like that. Movers and shakers, people I never would have ever ran into. Like I said, I met Lil Wayne 420 Island. That'd probably never happen if I wasn't chasing music. So, Charlotte has been a big help. Shout out to the QC, man. I'm loving it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy, man. Like, from here, you've a lot of artists, you've done a lot more than a lot of other artists out here. I'm not going to lie to you. Is there do you have a plan for what you want to be in, like, in the near future? Like, I guess, best case scenario?
So, okay, best case scenario, I plan this with a realistic expectation. My best case scenario would be in the next year I'll be able to be a more recognizable face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe in my like surrounding areas and stuff. Because I tell people all the time, it ain't really about the people that I know that's listening to my music. It's the random people that's hitting me up on Instagram like, hey, just found you, or oh, my homeboy put me on this song, or this, that. It's those people that keep me going, because I'm like, dang, I'm just random people just liking my music and telling me they'll find you. These people find you, they will. But I think realistically, maybe a year from now, 2 years from now, I want to be able to have crossed that threshold. Like I said, I haven't put out no more music since I dropped my album, and I did that because I wanted to see if I could build a fan base first for me to release new music too. Because I still feel like nobody's heard my music. I've seen my monthly listeners say 1,000 or 2,000 or 100 or 200 or whatever the number, they fluctuate depending on how much I'm performing, but that's not a lot of people. There's what they say, about 8 billion people on this planet, so that's not a lot. That's this many people. So I feel like nobody's heard my music yet, and I don't want to start just, man, but I have some great music that I'm ready to let the world hear. So
a lot of stuff in the vault.
Yeah, I took a year, man, just putting all the songs I could get together. Because like I said, my first 2 albums are just songs that the first 10 songs I wrote, I put out just to see. You know what I mean? But now I probably wrote 100, 200 songs. But out of those 200 songs, I'm going to probably pick the 20 that I really like.
And you already recorded them too?
Some of them not yet, just because I'm waiting to get in the studio to play around with it. This, that, and the third is just to provide us, they provide a sound that I can do. I can't just workshop everything at the crib, but it's at the third. I might need an engineer to kind of do what I need him to do.
No, I feel you.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely got the new music coming, man, but I'm just taking my time. I want to make sure it's good. Because people like, you did good the first time, you better do good again. And I don't want to fall short of that. So I want to make sure. And if I do, I want to know that I took my time, put everything into it. So if I fell short, it just didn't work out. But I like it.
Yeah. So I like your mindset when it comes to like your music and like the way that you present yourself. Mm-hmm. It shows that you do have a lot of intelligence when it comes to like, I guess, performing. Like that's really what it comes from. And you do it like every single day. And you said you're a people person. You know how to talk to people, know how to move energy in a room. So you know, like, yo, if you're going to like build this wave of like your music and like the people who want to watch and listen to you, your growth and everything, you know, you gotta make sure that you curate everything, make sure that everything's right. And not everybody like just does that. A lot of people just put their stuff out and are like, yeah, this is a new thing I came out with. And you're like, all right, I did that already. Now let me actually get on my serious mode now. I like that. Yeah. I'm gonna ask you one more question because we do gotta wrap it up in a second. Do you have like anything like whenever see people search up Travy Tantino, what do you want them to like find from you? Like
when people search up Travy Tantino, I want them to find a vibe. I want to be the type of person. Like I said, I want music to carry me somewhere bigger than music one day. I want to do movies, TV shows. I want to give back. I want to be a part of all of that good stuff. So I want my name to carry me somewhere at some point. But like for right now, since it's just exclusively music, I want people to just find a comfort space here. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be able to turn my music on when you hyped up, or this, that, third, like I said, or sad, or going through it with your girl, or you just going out tonight, or you at the club. I got something for that too. I want you to be able to be like, when you in that mood, you can listen to one of my songs, and I bring you that, put you in that space for you. Because I like to have fun with life. I really do. I like to smile. Like I said, I was a little late today because I got to know the whole scuffle with my friend before I got here today. But you just got to be able to stick with the bumps and bruises, you know what I'm saying, and be able to tough stuff out and still be able to be consistent when these bumps do come in the road. I want people to take that from my music. Like Trav, the hustler, Trav still know how to. This guy made me feel like I can still do it. You feel me? No matter what happened today. That's why I want people to feel like taking out of my music. Like it's okay to feel, but it's okay to leave those feelings alone and keep doing what you need to do. It's okay to love. It's okay to cry. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to be hyped up and having fun. I want people to be able to just enjoy life, enjoy the experience when you're listening to my music. I want people to be enjoying life, enjoy being human while you're listening to my music.
Yeah. I like that. I like your whole outlook on life and everything. Your whole way of approaching artistry and all that stuff. Because it seems like you just want to, because you understand what music is for. It's for the feeling. It's for people who listen to your music because they want to feel a certain type of way. And like it really helps for like to provide something that could be like in the background for someone's lifestyle and whatever they want to like create themselves. Whether it be the good moments or just like you want to be in your feelings a little bit. You have the full spectrum.
Yeah.
You got anything I want you to plug anything you got for the time being, and we're going to pop it off. All right, guy?
All right, let's do it. Like I said, Travy Tantino. Y'all can find me Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Tidal, SoundCloud, and be on the lookout for my SoundCloud. Because a lot of people be telling me all the time that I don't be releasing. I low key do be releasing music all the time. It's just that if you only way you know that is if you on my SoundCloud. So anytime I be like, Trav, you ain't been releasing no music, I'd be like, that's because you don't follow me on SoundCloud. If you did, you get a whole lot of new stuff, but I ain't releasing that officially yet. But like I said, come check me out, man. If you ever catch me in town, no matter where it's at, if you see I'm performing, come to the show, man. Hey, it's been so many times. I tell people this all the time. If you came to see me, I don't leave nobody at that door. I don't care how much it costs to get you in there. If you came to see me, come on. I usually make it happen. So if you're ever interested to come see in the show, I don't care if you dirt broke. Come to the show, man. Be like, Travy Tantino know me, even if I don't.
Yeah.
Get him to come to the door. That's probably enough to get me to the door. And I would be like, you want to come to the show? Come on, man. Like I said, got you check me out, man. I'm glad I gave me our time today.
All right, man. That was a beautiful interview, man. We're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for coming, watching the Charlotte Outdoors podcast. We're going to be everywhere, Instagram, YouTube, and on streaming services. But thank you guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Spin the Charlotte Outdoors. All right.
Peace.